Hey everyone, Lou Joseph from Remax here. Just taking a nice walk today in Ojibwe Park. Definitely nice and sunny out, but still cool. This is the time of year I usually enjoy walking in this park. The bugs aren't that bad when it's cooler out, and give it another few weeks here in October, and you'll see some beautiful colors with the leaves changing. So this is one of the nice times to walk in this park. And just wanted to also comment about August 2020 for the real estate market, and how it was definitely a record-breaking month. The sales are increasing, prices are getting up there, as some of you know who are in the market looking for property. Building is getting a little more expensive, right? And it's not the fault of the builders. We're having land going up in price along with materials and labor. So just everything across the board is going up. Inflation looks like it's picking up a little bit. So I'll take a little bit of footage here of Ojibwe Park before I get into the computer and go over some stats for you, some recent stats. Okay, I hope you like the video. All right. Something over there? Looks like a turtle or a fish, I don't know.
Yeah. That stick? Then what is it? The shadow looks cool.
Make a nice video, Kiki. Don't be dangling all over. Pretend like it's professional. See over there, there's something.
And where? There where those sticks are? I don't see it.
Let's go for now. Huh.
But is the water deep here? Is the water?
It's a leaf. Where is that?
With what on it?
It's got mold on it or something.
Just,
Oh, did it hit you? You can go straight.
no.
This way.
No, this way.
Okay, so we're here at the Windsor-Essex County Association Realtors website. We're going to look over August 2020 take a look at the statistics and how the market went along that month. So we're looking here as far as August of this year compared to August of last year. The listings are down just slightly at 1.25% here, and then year to date we're down almost 13.5%. So we're still showing a lack of inventory on the market. So as far as sales in August, the sales were up compared to August last year. So August usually is a little bit of a slower month in general, going into going into September when school starts. But we see here that the sales are up 17.6% or 17.61% with 728 sales in total in Windsor-Essex County. Now year to date, our sales are down almost 8.5%. So we're still down in sales and listings. And what does that mean? So that means that when we have lack of inventory, prices trend higher. So as we see here, 2019, we see the price peaked in April, and then it bottomed out a little bit and went sideways. So in 2020, we see that the price peaked up in February, went down March and April, and now we're up. We're up to 430,000 for the average sale price in August. So that means that the price of August compared to last year, it was 28% increase in price. So year to date, looks like we're inching toward 20%. We'll have to see how September, October, November goes along, but we're getting up there. So we're at almost 19% here in price. So that would mean that from the beginning of the year to now, we're up 18%, which is a pretty big increase. Anytime you're at double digits, that's a big increase in price. Now units sold, so homes that sold in August, you see most of them are in between 420 to 550,000. So that's the range that we're seeing a lot of buyers in right now. Of course, if you're approved for a home that's under 300,000, and there's a lot of people who are approved for homes under 300,000, you have a lot of competition because there's not many that are listed in this price range. Especially if you're looking for a house for 200, it really you're looking at a house that needs a lot of improvement. Gone are the days where you can buy a house for 200,000 and it would be in good shape and you wouldn't have to do a whole lot. But right now, if you're at that price point, you're probably in areas that are not the most desirable and they need some work. So that's where we are with units sold in August. And if we look at year to date, again, it coincides with the month of August. So we see that the most popular price range right now that's selling is 420 to 550. Okay, now we're going to look at a few statistics. So we're going to click on Windsor-Essex County. We're going to stick with residential, and we're going to leave it open to all areas. So anywhere from Windsor to Leamington to Lakeshore. We're going to take a look at what's going on as far as sale price to list price ratio. So we're going to generate this report here. And we see that August was a very strong month here. We see that this chart goes back all the way to 2015. So anytime the sale price to list price ratio is over 100%, it means that homes are selling above list price. So over here from January 2017 to 15 here, homes are selling a few percentage off their list price. And as we move forward from here, this is when activity started really jumping. And we see here in 2020, we had this huge spike and a huge dip in March, or actually, sorry, in May here. And it's back up. So if we click the data tab here, we'll see that we are now 111% list to sale price ratio. So that means that on average, homes in all price ranges in all areas of Windsor-Essex County on average is selling 11% 0.2% above the list price. And if we look at what other months were strong, March, okay, same thing, 111%. And the rest of the months above 100%. So these are really strong months, 111. There's not a whole lot other months I don't believe that have matched that. We can look here in 2019. We don't see it. And it's 18. So yeah, this is very strong. These numbers here. Now, if we want to get some perspective here, as far as price range, let's just put in under 300,000 and see what kind of report we get here. Okay, so same kind of pattern we see here. Now with under $300,000, like so, under 300,000, the homes are selling as of last month 119%, so 19% over asking price. So it's more than the average across the board. And we had some really strong months here in February and March where they were 124%. So it goes to show you that there's the bidding war and the price over list is a lot stronger in under 300,000 range. So we take the price out here. Let's just plug in some popular areas. Let's put in South Windsor, see what's going on here. So in South Windsor, we are above the Windsor-Essex County average at 111. We're at 114%. So this is a pretty strong market, strong month as well. We had a strong month in March and in February as well. So anytime you're over 110%, that would be a really strong month as far as homes selling above asking price. We can take a look right here in LaSalle, and the data shows here in LaSalle 109%. So LaSalle's a really strong market as well. We do have a lot of new construction. When you have new construction, generally you're not going way above the asking price, right? When it gets recorded, with the board. But of course, afterwards you add, to the price when you get some extras put in. But this is definitely still a strong market, and we'll take another quick look at another location. We'll take a look in, Tecumseh here. And Tecumseh is 110% as far as August. So Tecumseh is a really strong market. Homes generally do quite well selling above asking here. So we see a lot of months over, the 110 mark, 110%. So another statistic I like to look at is how many days on the market. Okay, so we'll just click this here, and we'll just Windsor-Essex County. So we see in green here, this is the days, the median days to sell. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the data here, and it shows that, okay, this data goes all the way to 2015, where the average median days was 44 days to sell, and the average list price was 179. Now fast forward to now, August 2020, we have 11 days on average it takes to sell, and with the average list price of a $349. So same thing as far as July, just a day shorter. Weather month, March was really strong at 10 days average on the market. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take a look here just in Windsor, LaSalle, and Tecumseh. So take those general areas and let's see. Okay, so again, 2015 January, the average median days to sell was 35 days with the average list price at basically 160,000. Fast forward to now, we are looking at 9 days on the market with the average list price of 300,000. So that means that Windsor, Tecumseh, and LaSalle is stronger than the general market as far as demand. Obviously, that makes sense. You're gonna have more demand than outside in the county and some of the outskirts in Windsor-Essex County. So 9 days is definitely a strong seller's market here. Okay, so now if we were to maybe throw in a price under 300 and see what we generate out of that. Let's go here. Okay, so under 300,000, January 2015 average days, or sorry, the median days of market was 31 at a sale price of 140. Fast forward to now, it's 11 days at 199. Now sometimes I see certain listings in this price range under 300,000 that they're taking offers, but they're not taking them in 7 days. Sometimes they're prolonging it to 8 to 10 days because they really want to play that bidding war, situation. So they're really taking their time to make sure everybody that's in that price range is taking a look at that property. So maybe that's why it's 11 days here instead of 9 or 8 or 7 even. But that's generally what I'm seeing in the market a little bit now. So let's take a look at the historic price trend. But we'll take a look at it for the general market in Windsor-Essex County. And let's see here. Okay, so we see a historic price trend. Again, 2010, we're looking at 10 years here. We're looking at the market moving sideways to slightly upwards and then really going off here. So we'll look here and it shows you each month of each year what the average sales price, the median sale price was. And we see in August we are at that 400 mark. Definitely, if we look at how the market was in these 5 years, you didn't see a whole lot of movement upward until 2015 onwards. Then we start seeing price really increasing here. So this is a situation we're in. We're in a really strong market, and you really need a realtor to help you strategize as far as how you're going to navigate through this if you're looking to buy or sell. There's all different kind of scenarios and options. If you're looking to build, it's generally a little bit easier, right? Because you're picking the land and you're putting your deposit and you have it locked in place, and then you sell your home and everything moves smoothly like that. Of course, the closing is a lot longer, so you might be prolonging the time before you put your house on the market. The first-time buyers is where it's really difficult. If you are a first-time buyer entering this market and you're approved under 300, it's either you're going anywhere from 50 to 100 over asking price in some cases. It's very rare that you might pick up a steal or a deal because most sellers now have a perception of the market that they know what they want and they know what the market's going, like homes that similar to theirs are selling for. So they're educated, they're working with realtors. Realtors are advertising, they're trying to get as much money for their sellers as possible. So in some situations you might give them full price or above asking and they still will turn it down because they have a number in mind, and then they go to relist at a higher price. So first time buyers really tough. People looking to downsize. Bridge financing has to be an option to take a look at because you might have to just buy first and sell later. Because if you were to sell now, you may not get the house that you want, and that might be a hard situation if you don't have a bridge financing in place. So if there's any questions about the market, or if you need some professional advice on what you can do as far as buying or selling, I'd be definitely happy to meet with you and talk with you at any time. My name is Lou Joseph, and I can be reached at 509-817-0887. Hope you all have a great day. Take care.